This is part 2. I want to talk about how darkness is the absence of light. In the last video, I was talking about God and what I think God is. And God is both light and darkness. But I believe that God created light to be able to see itself, experience itself. And it's experiencing itself through all of us and everything. And everything is condensed light, a condensed form of light. That's the reason why we could see it. That's the reason why it exists. So God is everything. And I'm trying to understand, right? Like, why does darkness exist? And even the Bible, like, it says God created light, so that means God was living in darkness beforehand. Or was he darkness? And I remember that's like something that I was having to really think about when I had my first ego death, my first real ego death. And I was having to face the fact that he's not fucked up, but I was saying God is a little fucked up because he's allowing all this evil shit to happen. And I was basically saying, like, there is no devil, there's only God. And it's sort of true. It's sort of true if you're judging God, if you're thinking of God in the way that we think of people. But God is not God is not a person. God is not something to be judged. Because God is. God just is. And that theory that I think adopting is that I'll read it. I'll read it again. Pandeism is a philosophical and theological doctrine combining elements of pantheism and deism. It proposes that the Creator transformed itself into the entirety of the universe. In this view, God no longer exists as a separate conscious entity, but rather experiences reality directly through all living things and the cosmos. Many pandeists argue that the purpose of creation was for an infinite, all-knowing Creator to experience finite consciousness, limitation, and variety through our existence. So, it's experiencing variety through our existence. And I think it's understanding itself through us. You know? I think it's also comforting itself through us. Because everything is God, so God is comforting itself, no? Like, just in the way that the birds comfort me when I'm feeling anxiety, and the grass grounds me. Things that are of God. Or everything is of God, right? Everything is of God. And, evil exists so that God can better understand itself. I think God is ultimately love. And yes, like, I think evil people have, they become just vessels, you know, to be used. There's not really a soul there. And I wonder if it is, you know, like the lack of God. I'm processing. Hold on. I'm learning as we speak. Oh, this one little But God is definitely light. I will say that. Light feels good. So those evil people, they're just, that's why they don't have the like any light in their eyes anymore. Darkness is the absence of light. And then I was also reading how, hold on, I think I took a screenshot of what I read. Okay, this isn't, okay, I'm just gonna read this whole thing just because I like this, but God is beyond human comprehension, because our minds cannot fully grasp the divine. The ultimate reality is often called the divine darkness, or the oh my god, I can't say that, apophatic way. It signifies that God is beyond all human concepts of form, light, or description. In broader spiritual and philosophical contexts, light and darkness are viewed as two sides of the same coin. If God is the ultimate, awe-encompassing reality, then both the manifest universe, light, and the unmanifest, formless, void, darkness, are encompassed within the divine nature. Ultimately, if God represents the totality of existence, God encompasses both the seen and unseen, and the known and unknown. Oh, that's so good. Something also that I'm like learning is that everything that we see is us trying to reach us and trying to share truth, right? Because we are God, so God is always communicating with itself. And so, like, literally, I don't know if you noticed, but I was literally like contemplating, I was a little bit confused, like how is it, you know, that God is light and all the, anyways, and how is it that there are evil people, right? And it, like, literally the screenshot that I took earlier that I completely forgot about answered that question for me. Okay, let me look for the one that I was actually looking for. Okay, I'll just read this too. God is universally associated with light, goodness, and purity, with scripture stating that in him is no darkness at all. However, the Bible also holds a paradox regarding darkness. In Isaiah 45:7, God declares, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Fuck! Oh my gosh! So this is what I mean by saying God is a little fucked up. Or not a little, God is fucked up. If we're judging him in with a human perspective. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. Many passages, such as Psalm 18:11 and Exodus 20:21, describe God dwelling in thick darkness or a cloud. This is often interpreted to mean that God's presence is too overwhelmingly bright for human eyes to bear, appearing as darkness to us. That's interesting because doesn't black holes suck in light? What are black holes? A black hole is a region in space where the pull of gravity is so intense that nothing, not even light, can escape it. They are created when massive stars collapse at the end of their lives, or when massive amounts of matter are crushed into an extremely tiny space. That's interesting, because when stars collapse, like when they die or whatever, don't they explode? And they become black holes. Just in the way that it says here, that God's presence is too overwhelmingly bright for human eyes to bear, appearing as darkness to us. In texts like the Bible, light and darkness are framed as distinct domains created by God to order the world. While light is often associated with God's presence and truth, darkness is a natural created boundary. Oh, I really liked how I put that. Where light is often associated with God's presence and truth, darkness is a natural created boundary, designed to structure time and give creation its rhythm. In physics, the universe balances energy, light, stars, and matter, and entropy, the expansion and cooling of space. Light and shadow are just the mechanics of how energy interacts with mass. Ultimately, if the universe is an expression of the divine, light and darkness are the harmony between the known and the unknown, existing so the universe can experience itself. Yeah. I don't remember exactly the one I was looking for, but I feel like all that answered the questions that I had. Oh my gosh, I just had 12:12. But yeah. Anyways, that was a good talk. I feel like I understand now. And I'll probably continue understanding, and I'll probably experience more things to confirm what I just learned. I love life. I love life so much. I love figuring shit out. All this is making sense. I love this. I'm finally not confused. Okay, I wanna show you the sky right now. Do you see those rays? Obviously you do. Oh, that's so pretty. Anyways, that's the end of this video. That's the end of this thought, I think. I love you. Thank you for watching this. And I hope that helped you understand more, or I hope that helped something click for you. You don't have to agree with me. I just hope that it made something, I just hope that it helped you understand something that you've been trying to figure out, you know? Because that's what just happened to me. I finally understand something I've been trying to figure out for a very long time. That's so cool. It's just so cool. So good to be alive. I love you. Have a great day.